Hey y'all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a try-on and first impressions of the new Nomad Polar Express palette. This palette comes out on Tuesday, November 12th, around 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and will retail for $44. As always, you can use my code GLITTERFALLOUT to save yourself some money. That is an affiliate code, so if you choose to use that, I do get a kickback, and I do thank you so much for your support. But I want to dive right into this because the last holiday release that Nomad did, which was like Santa's Village or something like that, was the only Nomad palette I was not really into. The quality just felt a little bit different to me, and it just didn't work well for me personally. So that was a palette I did wind up decluttering, and I'm hoping that this one kind of redeems that for me. And I honestly kind of think it will because I have already done swatches. But first, let's jump into the details of this palette. Actually, before we do, one other caveat. A few videos ago, I forgot to wear my rings. It felt so weird. When I went back to edit, I was like, who even am I? And several people noticed. I was like, no one's gonna notice. Yeah, you guys noticed because I wear my rings. You're gonna notice there's one finger without rings, and this is my wedding ring finger, and Tim and I are doing just fine. Don't worry about that. But we just came back from our trip in the Virgin Islands, where my wedding rings were like the only jewelry I wore the whole time I was there. There was one day where I got so dehydrated that my fingers swelled really, really bad and I couldn't get the rings off for a minute. And somehow my skin is now, I don't even know. Yeah, you can see it. It's raw where those rings sat. It is completely raw. So I'm trying to be nice and give it a few days, and I'm putting on so much lotion on my hands. Have you guys ever had that happen to you? Like, it feels like a burn. That's what my skin feels like right now. And I feel very naked without my jewelry. Back to the reason we're here, back to this palette. So first of all, this palette is not limited edition. This will be permanent for at least the next 12 months, and if it empties out, they will restock it. The packaging is really, really cute. So you have the Polar Express on the front, and when you take out the palette, you can see that it's a cutout, which I think is really, really cute. Also, Nomad must spend a lot of money on their packaging because I feel like their packaging is always different and innovative. Like, you know, Fuji had the thing that felt like a raised oil painting, and Royal Europe had that cutout like scenario going. So I don't know. I feel like with die cut packaging, they must spend a lot of money, but it is really cute. Same packaging on the front as you had on the front of the actual box. Really cozy vibes. I don't know. Also, I've never seen the movie Polar Express. I know it is on my list of things to watch this year for the first time, for sure. But when you open the palette, here is the color story you get. When I first saw this online, I was like, okay, that looks pretty and interesting and kind of gives some cozy vibes. But it wasn't until I did the swatches that I saw the color story all together, and I was like, yes, this is my kind of holiday like color story. I don't need red and green and things like that. I love the cozy vibes of this. This is almost reminding me of a little bit of Ghost Town in a way, where you've got those kind of muted colors that feel very crisp and cozy to me. I just really enjoy the color story way more than I was expecting to. I thought I was not going to be into it, and I really, really like it. So in here, we have a 15 pan palette with 8 matte, 6 shimmer, and 1 multi-chrome. The multi-chrome is right in the middle, and it is Polar Express. You can see very clearly on this one, it goes from purple to a bright blue. It mostly shifts just purple to blue. It is just really beautiful. Once in a while, it almost catches a flash where it looks green. Just stunning. Also, in this one, they added cocoa seed butter to help keep your skin soft. And there were a few shades that when I was swatching, namely these mattes right here, where I could really feel a difference. It felt almost emollient in a way, really pretty, but not like the Natasha Denona cream to powder formula, anything like that. Also, as always, they do support a cause with every palette release, and this time they are supporting the WWF Global Arctic Program. This program prioritizes supporting Arctic nature, governance, and communities. So I love that they always support a cause with every palette, but I am dying to get this on my eyes. I already know what kind of look I want to do. I feel like usually I come on here and I'm like, what do I want to do when I hop off camera? No. I am craving these like hot cocoa browns and golds and like dustier colors down here. I know like the blues are shocking and beautiful and vibrant, but these browns were so beautiful when I swatched them that I just can't wait to put them on my face. Now I do already have down a primer. I also have my face makeup on and some bronzer as well. I actually just realized I did not use any powder today, but I'm kind of liking the way my skin is looking, so I'm not going to. I will put on blush later, but first I want to go ahead and start with a fluffy brush. And I think I'm going to start with Nougat Candy. Nougat Candy is a very, very like, it's almost like a cool toned taupe color. This color is a little dusty, but this is one of the ones that when it was emollient, or it felt emollient on my arm. So I'm hoping I get the same vibe on my eyes. This, I really just want this to be dusted all the way up in the crease. And this is going to be quite similar to my skin tone, but I think you can also tell that it's not just mattifying it, but it does add kind of a brown gray tone to it. This is a color I could see myself panning. This is so neutral and so pretty. It's just perfect. And I feel like shades like this go so under the radar, you know what I mean? I feel like they slip so far under the radar because they're not the punchy, exciting shimmers or multi-chromes or things like that. But that just went on so beautifully, so easy. Yeah, you can definitely see the difference from my skin tone. This definitely adds a bit of coolness to it. Really pretty. All right, I'm going to take a fluffier brush and go into Hot Cocoa. This color, this is kind of like one of those dream colors for me. I love a mid-tone brown so much. I'm going to start off small with this and I'll build up, but I'm going to put this deeper into the crease, but still kind of fluffing it out quite a bit. I don't want this to be like a cut crease. I want this look to be super soft and smoky. I am going to go back and forth with the two brushes and blend those colors together. Oh, see, I love a color like this. What's interesting is I feel like in the pan and even in the swatches, the color, which is the middle one right here, looks quite warm. But on my skin, I feel like it's pulling a little bit more cool toned, and I'm not upset about that, but maybe it's because it's layered over that cooler tone taupe. Maybe that's pulling out the cool tones from it, but I do feel like it's turning out quite a cool tone brown, which I actually don't mind. It looks kind of nice, but I do think that it's different than it looks in the pan. All right, I was going to go ahead and dip into Dark Forest here, but I think I'm actually going to try Santa's Helpers, which is this red tone. It does have some brown to it, but it's almost like a deep raspberry matte. These are just so pretty. So far I'm just using mattes. This is going to go on the outer corner and also in the crease a bit. Oh wow, that color is beautiful, good quality. Okay, I did have quite a bit of fallout with that one, so just make sure you are really tapping off the brush as you're using it. This color is pretty. You could do a smoky eye with just this all over the lid. So for what it's worth, on this side where I tapped off the brush a lot, I had zero fallout. So you just need to tap off the brush and you'll be fine. I think I'm going to take that same brush, tap off all the excess, and I am going to go into a little bit of Dark Forest, which is the darkest brown in the palette. Again, this one looks like you want to tap it off quite a bit, and I just want that deepening this outer corner even more. I will go back and blend that. I think this is one of those things where it's a trust the process for me, because right now I feel like the colors are all standing on their own. They're all blending well together, and you can see all the colors, but I feel like the colors that I chose to put together are looking slightly muddy, but I think that's all going to change because we are about to go in with some sparkle. Now here's where I don't know what to do. I feel like I know I should use like the multi-chrome, but maybe I don't know. Do I want to add blue in there? I don't think I do. I really want to use this one, which is a bright, vibrant gold, but I feel like maybe I should try something else. You know what? My eye keeps going to Believe, which is this red sparkle, and it looks really beautiful. I am a little nervous because this one swatched not the best, but again, as I always say, swatches do not equal how it's going to look, and also I did not have any glitter glue down when I did my swatches, so I'm going to see. Now this, I'm going to put kind of on the middle and outer lid. I'm just going to use my finger. Like, it looks so beautiful. Yeah, okay, that's stunning. So literally you just need some sort of adhesive, or like that's perfect. That is so perfect on my arm. Like, I went over it dry just a few times and I was a little disappointed, and then here we are and it looks perfect. Who'd have thunk it? That looks really cute, and I was trying to decide what color I want on the inner corner. So I think not quite the inner corner, but the inner third. I think I am going to go with Christmas Carol, which is this beautiful, beautiful shifty gold. It is so pretty. So I'm just going to use the same finger, and I already have that glitter glue still down. So I'm just going to pack that on. Pretty. I always forget how much I enjoy like golds and reds together. They're just lovely. I'm actually going to go in with a brush to pack that down a little bit more. That looks nice. I think what I want to do, I hope this won't mess things up. I want to take a fluffy brush, and I'm going back in with Santa's Helpers, which is that reddish color. Tapping off all the excess. I want to touch up these outer edges and bring this a little bit into the crease because I feel like it needs something there. Yeah, there we go. I feel like that's warming it up a little bit, or not so much warming it up, but just like giving it the kind of vibes I want. It's almost making, because it's with that brown color, it's almost making like a real true wine color, which is nice. Yeah, see, that's more the vibe I wanted. I can't explain what it is that I just changed because it wasn't much. That's super, super, super pretty. Okay, I like that. I know I should go blue under the eyes, but I am going back in again with Santa's Helpers. And I want to kind of smoke that out. I usually don't do red on the lower lash line, but it is such a pretty color. And I know this isn't a true red, but I feel like this look is turning out a lot softer than I thought it would, but I really, really like it. I feel like it's making my eyes look super blue. So I am going to take a pencil brush. By the way, this is just stained blue. And I think I'm going to go in, I'm going to try a matte. So let's try Snowy Mountain. This is very nice. Like when I swatched this, I was kind of surprised because matte whites are difficult. Tapping off all the excess. And I want to pop that not looking like that. That's a little extreme. I will blend that out, but I'm going to do the same to the other side and then blend. Wow, that's a lot, Linda. There we go. I think that adds a nice pop. Do I want to add the sparkle on it? I think I do. I'm going to try a tiny bit of All Aboard, which is also, it's like a very icy sparkle. Yeah, just a tiny bit on there just gives it this like almost iridescent shimmer. That's really pretty. Okay, I used 8 of the 15 shades. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna hop off camera and I'm going to do the rest of my eyes. I'm going to put something on my cheeks and something on my lips, and I'll be right back. All right, here's the final first look with the Nomad Polar Express palette. I did add on my cheeks, I used my Salt New York blushes. I think I used this one in the upper right hand corner. Can I get it out? Yes, this one is called Sunburnt, which is kind of exactly the vibe I wanted. I wanted it to be like, I don't know, I've just been skiing all day and now I'm just sitting in front of the fire and oh, I'm getting warm. For my highlight, I used the Unearthly highlight in Phantom Blue. For my lips, I used Liar by Urban Decay, and then I filled it in with this gloss from Unearthly that is Twilight Whisper. I wanted this like kind of icy vibe. I really like this look. Now, I will admit, I feel like I went as warm with this palette as you could because you look at it and it is a cool tone palette for the most part. And here I am looking like kind of like a sunset, and I don't care. I love it. I think it's so pretty. I think the sparkles are really multi-dimensional. Now, not multi-chrome. This one is the only one that's a multi-chrome, but really multi-dimensional, and they feel like just good. I don't know. I feel like the mattes blended so well with each other. I loved it when I put Santa's Helpers over everything. I just think this is such a pretty look. I'm really happy with it. And yes, I probably should have gone more cool tone, and I can't wait to try another look with these blues. They swatched so pretty. Like, watch, these two right here are just instantly opaque. Look how opaque that is. And even on the hand, like you can see, these are just beautifully opaque colors. Why did I take the 2 darkest colors as I'm filming? But anyway, I do think this palette is a lot of fun. I feel like this is the kind of holiday vibes I dig. I feel like it's very cozy and wintry and just like cozy. I keep saying cozy, but it really is. This is a cozy vibe to me. Now, is this my favorite palette Nomad has ever done? No, I'm not going to say it's taking the #1 spot, but I really do enjoy this color story, and I'm really looking forward to playing with this more. So please let me know what you think. Are you into buying this palette? Like, maybe give this video a thumbs up if you're into buying this palette, or give this video a thumbs up if you're not into buying this palette. Either way, why don't you give the video a thumbs up as a nice holiday gift? Stupid. Again, this will be released by the time you see this video, so make sure to snag it and use my code GLITTERFallout to save yourself some money. Everything will be linked down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, again, please give this video a thumbs up. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all GLITTERFallout. And as always and forever and ever, you are super freaking rock stars. Ow, my finger hurts. And I love you so much with my whole heart, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.